Guys, MMA Island team, we're back with another fight picks. This one we got Ronson and Dalby. This is a good fight in the welterweight division. Nicolas Dalby, Jesse Ronson. Jesse Ronson coming back into the UFC. This is a really, really good fight. Dalby, who was Dalby supposed to fight that fell out again?
Danny Roberts.
Danny Roberts, that's who it was. So Dalby and Ronson, they're taking on, and we're going to lead on to Zach to start off with the first pick.
Wait, I actually think that was supposed to be his fight for the London card, but it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, I'll just put this out here right now. Nicolas Dalby is going to win this fight. This is another relative lock, but I'm going to explain why. So Nicolas Dalby in his first run in the UFC, he did not do too well, but he was fighting some demons. Dude was in one of the lower points a human can find himself in, and he comes back 3 years later in the UFC, and he beats the brakes off of Alex Oliveira. Like, it was really impressive to see in his native Denmark.
Yeah.
From what we know about Nicolas Dalby is that his striking is awesome. He has that wild karate stance that gives a lot of fighters fits, like people like Cejudo and Wonderboy use, to their advantages, and he's just a dynamic striker. And he's pretty hard to hit, decent striking defense, and he throws with a lot of volume. And, in Cage Warriors, he was the man. He was the man over there, and he's coming up against a guy in Jesse Ronson, who he had his UFC appearance before. Now he's coming back, and I just don't think he has an advantage anywhere in this fight. If it were to be anywhere, I would assume it would be on the ground, but it wouldn't be too much to make a difference, and I don't think it's going to get there. I think Nicolas Dalby is just going to beat the brakes off of Jesse Ronson for every single minute this fight goes. He's going to come in. This is a step down in competition for Dalby. This is a lob for him to continue going on. This new reborn version of Nicolas Dalby is going to show. He's going to come on. Locomotivo, the train is going to keep on rolling.
Okay, I'm next. So, I got Dalby on this one. That was, back into the UFC there, beating Alex Oliveira. Oliveira, I don't think he's ranked right now, but he was ranked at one point. I think he was like 15th for a while there, or 14th. So that was pretty impressive, making a comeback like that. Jesse Ronson, 21 and 10. That's not an awful record, but it's not like an elite record or anything. So I would like to think, Dalby's been on he had that weird no contest there for an unsafe surface in Cage Warriors, but so it was an NC, but he's on a 4-fight win streak here. I really think this one should be probably one of the easier picks on the card. I would say Dalby will take this one.
Cue the record scratch, because I'm actually going to be going with Ronson on this one.
You like to be wrong. Okay.
It's a very, very close fight in my opinion.
Hey, Zach, that you're setting yourself up to look like an asshole.
I know.
So, I'm going with Ronson on this one. The thing is for me and honestly, I really do like Nicolas Dalby. I do. I just look at kind of the competition that he's fought, and I like Alex Oliveira. I really do. He doesn't have the greatest of history. This dude has seen to be vulnerable, and I don't really put too much stock into beating him by a unanimous decision. You look at his other fights. He's obviously got the 3 finishes before the Ross Houston fight, but honestly, I'm going to lean towards Jesse Ronson in this one. I feel like Jesse Ronson is very underrated striking-wise, and honestly, ground ability is underrated as well. This guy has submissions. This guy has knockouts. This dude is very underrated in my opinion. I think he's going to shock a lot of people. Coming from London, Ontario, Canada, my fellow Canadian, Jesse Ronson, the body snatcher. I'm going with him. Not too confident for me on this one. The UFC calculator has this one at a 57.4 chance for Ronson, and I'm gonna agree with it. I would not be surprised. This is one that I'm very, very iffy on if Dalby wins this one. Honestly, Dalby being 35, I know Ronson is 34. I think that's another factor that leads into it for me. I'm just not crazily impressed with Dalby's run. Maybe he can prove me wrong, but for me, I'm going to go with the fellow Canadian on this one and lean with Ronson in a decision.
All right. Well, first off, I've come up with a really awful nickname for Nicolas Dalby. So I'm picking the Karate Choo Choo. by I'm gonna go round 2 KO. I think that he has fought the better competition. I think a lot of not all the dudes he fought are super high level, of course, but he fought Darren Till early in his career, like when
And
Darren
Easy
Till
Diaz.
What?
And Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, and he beat him.
Yeah, exactly. He's fought higher level guys, and I think that Dalby, he's got something to prove. I think that you say he's undefeated for a reason at 12-0 with Evloev earlier. I think Dalby's 18-3 and 1 for a reason. I think 18-3 is a good record. I think it's indicative of the kind of fighter he is. I think he more times than not, by a significant margin, he's gonna pull out the W, and I think it's gonna be a finish. I'm on Locomotivo all the way. Let's fucking go.
One more thing I
well-
would like to add. Dalby's game plan leads him to fight at distance a lot, and that'll help him a lot when he has a 4-inch reach advantage in this fight.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's my second time being lone wolf. Probably won't be my last. I like to bring out the crazy takes, and definitely true with this card. So let us know who you guys think. You guys got any crazy picks? Let us know in the comments. We also got all the fight picks, all 15 fights for this fight card. You got some crazy picks. We want to hear them, man. Let us know in the comments and show your support. And like I said, check out the other fight picks videos. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.
Oh God, I do.